1% of the world's population, which is about 8 billion, is 80 million. And this number of people are assumed to become successful when we are all collectively to take an action or a challenge. Why is success always given a very small percentage? Why is it that at the end of the day, a very large number of people, that is about over 7 billion people, are going to come out, are assumed to come out as failures at the end of the day when we are all supposed to take a challenge or an action? Why is success always given a small percentage? Why is it always that a small number of people become successful at the end of the day? I remember when I was in basic school during my final year, we were asked to select the courses we like to read when we enter into the senior high school. I was actually the only person who chose to branch into the sciences, to read general science. Everyone else chose from visual arts to business to home economics to general arts and all that. And most of them did that not because they loved what they are choosing, not because they are not able to read or enter into the sciences, just because they were scared. They were scared of branching into the sciences. They just believe that they can't have enough time or sit down and study or make some sacrifices or dedicate their time towards their studies and all that. They were just scared they are going to fail at the end of the day because they are not going to do that. They believe they are not going to do that. They are going to have fun. They think maybe the high school is about having fun and all that. So out of fear, they just have to let their future self down or change their perception or change their ways just because of fear, not taking a bold step. About 80 million people, as I say, are going to be successful. That's 1% of the world population are going to be successful when we have to take an action. And these people will be able to do that just because they take a bold step. They take a very bold step and bury their fear with their capability. They embrace their fears with their abilities and capabilities and give off their best. They just hide their fears somewhere and then face the reality. That is how one step how those people, or 1% of the world population, are going to become successful. And that is how success is being built. That's the first step. The second reason is time travel. This time not with a time machine, but what actually happens is that we live in our past self and in the future, both in the present. Instead of learning or taking lessons from our past experience, we rather make it haunt us, and it causes our inability to move on. And we borrow our future self. We take a replica of the comfort or the soft life or the happiness or the victory that we want at the end of the day in the future. We borrow it or create a refurbished one in the present. This is how it's mostly done. I usually see a lot of young people who make or work for a longer time or use the money they earn from a long time investment to create a particular comfort for themselves, like a fake one, like a fake life. They create a particular comfort for themselves in just a week. They can just use maybe a year's investment or 2 years investment or 6 months investment to just rent an apartment and chill with friends for just a week and just go broke again by the end of the week. So they have to start again and they keep on doing that. And at the end of the day, maybe when you are 60 or you are 40, when you don't have enough money or you fail to make that success at the end of the day, which you have to see yourself being successful at the end of the day, but you borrowed that success, created a fake one or refurbished one, and enjoyed it in a week or a couple of weeks or months. So you are left with nothing in the future. So in real life, you end up as a broker, as a failure, because you time traveled. One answer to the question is lack of consistency. Many people fail because of their inability to be consistent over a reasonable period of time. When we are about 100 people asked to farm 100 acres of land for 100 days to earn a reward of $100,000, with each of us being given an initial allowance of $1,000, there is a likelihood that about 10 people are going to give up because of fear initially before we even start. 10 people is a probability that 10 out of the 100 are going to give up because of fear. They might be afraid of being attacked by a wild animal in the wilderness or being cut by a cutlass or just a sharp material. They're just going to give up because of their fear. And 40 people are likely to give up because of time travel. after receiving $1,000, they just for $1,000 is enough. I can afford a sneaker, I can afford a very nice t-shirt or a fake rollers or some fake ice chains and just look good. $1,000 is just enough for me. So 40 people gone down. 40 other people are also going to give up because of lack of consistency, inability to be consistent. Maybe the 30th day or getting to the 50th day, about 40 people are also going to give up because they think, okay, we are not going to continue again. We are tired, we are stressed out. They can't sacrifice and remain disciplined till the end of the 100 days. So at the end of the day, it's only 10 people, about 10 people who are going to survive the challenge or going to earn the 10,000 bucks because of their sacrifice. They give up their fear, they give up their best, they just try as much as possible to sacrifice, not to time travel and all that. So with dedication, it's only about 10 people who are going to be successful. That is 1% of the 100 people who are going to be successful at the end of the day. That is actually how it works. With this being said, now we know why they always tell us that it's just 1%. So it means that always there is what this 1% of people are going to do that the 99% are not willing to do. They are not even trying to do it at all. One is they embrace their fears, they don't time travel, they stay in reality, they admit the reality, they try to live in their real life, they don't try to fake anything at all. And then the thirdly is consistency, their ability to make sacrifices, to be consistent and remain self-disciplined. And that is how always we just see it is few people become successful at the end of the day.